Good afternoon. Another tinkering in the shed. This time got an AS3 Performance aluminium engine guard, and this is for a 2017 to 2019 Strom 1000. Emphasis on the 1000. I don't know why. Right, first thing I'm going to do is familiarise myself with all these bits and pieces before I start stripping anything off the bike. Right. So there's quite a thick bit of aluminium. This was 140 quid. The actual Suzuki ones are ridiculous money, so I didn't pay that. I'm not really going to go off-road. It's more aesthetics than anything else. Okay, where are we going? Okay, I'm getting that. This is the front right hand mount. So front right hand mount, it's had two of these instant thread clip things pushed onto the bottom of it. It's got the two M6 bolts through with the spacers on. I'm only telling you if you need to know. Do you need to know? I think you need to know. This is the back right hand side mount, which goes down at the back here. Again, got two of those push on instant thread things. This is the rear mount for the left hand side. Again, two push on threaded bits that will go over there like that. Can you see that? Yeah, just about. What one haven't I shown you? And this is the front mount, which goes here. Is that right? Doesn't look like the right angle now. Where are you? Oh no, that's right angle. So it goes there, and I just thought I'd show you. This is what I mean. That's a push-on threaded doofer, whatchamacallit thingamajig, and you just push it on into place. So that's all the brackets in place. I just need to fathom out where this wants to go. Oh, there you go. Is that one. Wants to go. I want a small washer on through there. That one on there. So the big thick space that they provided. Small washer, bolt head end, and then big washer after the spacer. And I think that's it. And then these. There's 8 of these, and these are the fixing bolts. So that's that. Is that? It looked like it was going to be more of a headache than that. I'm being that I've just done engine bars on my bike and nearly dropped the bike on my head. Which isn't funny. Oh dear. Right, yeah, that's good. So I'll take everything over to the bike and take the old plastic surround off and start fitting this. First of all, I'll take this old, I'm going to get the ratchet right around, this old, I don't know what that is it's just for aesthetics really. It'll hold off some of the road detritus hitting your bike, but not a lot, and it certainly isn't going to save much when and if you decide to go off-road, which I'm not intending to do, but I do like the look of the big sump guards. Right, go to the other side. Okay, that's that off. The next thing to do, get out of the way, is to take these old brackets off and start fitting the new ones. And the rear mount for it actually is the exhaust mount at the back here. Okay, now the two mounts the other side. So the left hand side utilises the front kickstand bolt, this bracket here sits in there like that, and then the front one you have to take the original bracket off, and this utilises, it doesn't, let me have another look at the drawings. It looks as though it utilises this one here, but it might actually be this one here, which would be more realistic, but then they're just so close together. Let me just recheck the drawings. Okay, after laying all over the floor, yeah, this bracket has got to come off, and you utilise the two a bit further along. So let's see how that works. Okay, and then as I say, the back one wants the front kickstand bolt off. Just utilises the same bolt. Again, I'll put a bit of love cream on it. Is it the right way? Yeah. Okay, after a lot of fiddling about, I've got the 4 in the other side, got the back 2 this side, and one of the front ones, and the other front one is miles away, absolutely miles away. So I've thought about the bracket, I've checked the paperwork and all the rest of it. The bracket's the right way. it's just one is miles away. The hole should be down here somewhere to be able to get onto this bracket. He says, yeah, about here as opposed to here, or the bracket's at the wrong angle. But as I say, I've managed to get one in, so I'm going to go round and Loctite all these bolts, take them out one at a time, Loctite and put them back in, and then I'm just going to drill a hole through there, use their thread, and utilise a higher portion of the bracket. The tray itself isn't touching anything, it's not fouled by anything. The sump plug lines up with the drain hole, so everything's as it should be except this bracket. And as I say, if I was to turn it up the other way, it'd end up here somewhere, and if I turn it, well, that's the only way you can have it. You can turn it up the other way, and as I say, it'll be up here somewhere, so it's miles away. So it is just this bracket is slightly off. So I'm going to tie in all the rest, and then drill a hole through there and stick a bolt through. Marvellous, that'll do. Right, all the bolts are Loctite. This one here was the one I was having problems with. I've drilled that out. What did it go to? 8mm. I've drilled that out to, and I've put a nut and bolt through. Let's zoom you in. I've put a nut and bolt through. It's just on the bend of this bracket, so the original clip wouldn't work. So I have no need for the original screw. Well, not the original, the one that came with the kit. So that's nut and bolted through. I found these bolts to be a little bit weak. If they are stainless steel, they must be A4. The ones I normally use are A2, which seem to be stronger, better made. But it's all on there. And I don't actually know whether I'd want to hit something particularly hard underneath, being it's on my casing bolts at the front. I mean, at the back you've got it on the exhaust bolt this side, and the other side you've got it on the side stand bolt, so both of them are, I don't know, M10, M8, M10, something like that. So they're quite a chunk to be hit, whereas these, well, especially this side, because this is spaced out, man. So it's quite a, yeah, it looks tough, looks strong, and for the most part it'll take a few knocks and bruises, definitely. But if you hit something hard with that, I can't see it, with these bolts set out on spacers, I can't see it holding up to much. But then there's not really anything of structural strength at the front of the engine here to utilise. So realistically you need something coming down from like the engine bars or something, and all in one sump guard and engine bars to proper take some force. But having said that, I do like the look of it, and that's why I bought it. Aesthetically it's beautiful, and that's all I wanted it for. So there you go, 140 quid that was off. It's an AS3 performance part for a 2017 to 2019 V-Strom 1000. Yeah, it definitely looks the part, but I can't see it being the part. I think if I was going to be doing some rough riding with that, I'd develop something to go from sort of here up to the engine bars, just to give it that little bit more robustness, because I can see that front end folding up relatively easy on a big rock or something. Anyway, I like it, and for 140 quid, do I think it was bargain? I think it was a bargain up until the point I had to fit it. Especially with the bracket not lining up. That turned it into a bit of a saga. But yeah, 140 quid, and aftermarket parts, that's probably the first one that I've had grief with. Everything else I've had has squeezed on. I'm trying to think back to the engine bars now. There was a bit of force going on with that, just very slightly out of true, so you have to sort of manipulate it, but it went on the downside easier than this under tray. But there you go, one AS3 Performance sump guard fitted, and I'm definitely going for a beer now because I'm knackered. Too old for this crap. Anyway, ta-ra.